Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, this is part 2 of this video. My name is Melanie Hapisu, and this is my YouTube channel, Sessions with Namloash. My middle name is Namloani, hence the name Namloash, which is my nickname. And so we had Okoth as our guest here last time, and this is just a continuation of the wonderful conversation we had. Okoth, maybe you can say hi.
Wow. Hi, guys. Thanks once again, Melanie, for having me. Always a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And so today we're just going to continue the conversation we had last time around young people and entrepreneurship. And today will mostly be around just some of the hacks that, young entrepreneurs need in order to get started. And so, Okoth, if we can get right into it, what are some of the hacks or some of the advice you can give young people who are looking to get started in entrepreneurship? What can get them through it?
Wow, most definitely. Let's just dive right in. And let me first of all give a disclaimer. Part of the journey. We are still learning together. So of course, whatever I say here won't be exhaustive or conclusive. Okay. I'm basically drawing from the run I have had so far, from the journey I have walked so far. First of all, I've learned it's important to take care of yourself as an entrepreneur. Take care of yourself as a person. The basic goal for entrepreneurship, or the basic burden of an entrepreneur, oftentimes is about what you can do for people.
Yeah.
It's about what you can do for your organization. It's about what you can do for your team. It's about what can I do for the company. What can I do for this vision that I carry? You get that? And that sometimes has the patronizing effect of making you forget to take care of yourself. You forget that all these things can only make sense if you are there. All right? The first thing that I would tell any entrepreneur, build a habit of taking care of yourself. Build a habit of retreating and thinking. Build a habit of taking a break.
Yeah.
When you have to. Build a habit of delegating what doesn't need you. Just take care of yourself. Preserve yourself. Okay? As a vision bearer, you need to be there for that vision to run. The vision will not run if you are caught in some mental crisis.
Yeah.
The vision will not run if you begin having suicidal ideations out of stress. So take care of yourself. That's the first thing. And as I said initially, this journey sometimes gets bumpy. It gets rough. It gets to a place where you ask yourself, is it worth it? Because you have seen a vision, you believe in it, but it seems like you're the only one who believes in it.
Yeah.
Right? Or it seems like you have done all that you know how to do. From the entrepreneurship books you have read, from the podcasts you've listened to, from the TED Talks you've listened to, you've done everything. You are what we would call a textbook entrepreneur. But still, so falling into place.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Sometimes things just happen, and it's not because you did something about it. Sometimes things just happen, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, build a habit of always willing to start small. Start small. Sometimes we have very great ideas. Sometimes we have very great thoughts. But the idea itself, we think about it so much and it looks so big and we become paralyzed. Because we look at what we want to build, we look at what it can be, then you look at where we are, and there is such a great disconnect.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the fact that there's a process to the bigger thing, gets lost to us. We need to build a habit to be willing, to always be willing to start small.
Yeah.
Okay. I once had a talk with Vimal Shah, the CEO of Bidco. That was sometime last year. Vimal told me, you know, Okoth, you are meeting me after 32 years. All right. You're meeting me after 32 years. So what you're seeing right now is 32 years of work.
Yeah.
Be willing to start somewhere. Okay. Be willing to start somewhere. I think the founder of LinkedIn once said that if by the time you're launching your idea, everyone tells you it's perfect, you launch too late. You launch too late. Yeah, so be willing to start small. Starting small sometimes would mean just beginning with your research, beginning writing a plan. You know, sometimes many people are paralyzed because they think all they need is the capital for the business. No, starting small could mean, hey, just sit down, write a plan. Just sit down, document your thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, just ask someone, what do you think of this idea? That is starting small. Starting small could mean you want to own a chain of eateries. Start by making food in your own kitchen in the house, in your mother's kitchen, if she allows you. That is starting small, you know.
Yeah.
Starting small could mean making that one poster for your Facebook page, writing that one article, you know, and just seeing how it does. That is starting small. Starting small could mean as a young doctor having one client visit your clinic for a whole week.
Yes.
For 1 week, you've only seen one client because you just started. Be willing to start small. Number 3, be willing to change your idea. And sometimes to even throw it out of the window entirely. Let me tell you something about entrepreneurship. Sometimes entrepreneurs, we are so much in love with our idea. We are so much in love with the solution that we came up with that you forget that there's something called design thinking.
Yeah.
Where you need to actually ask the client what they want. Sometimes it's not that your idea is not viable, it's very viable.
Yeah.
But your target clients just don't want it.
True.
They don't want it.
Yeah.
Maybe for cultural reasons, for personal reasons, religious reasons, whatever reasons they may have. Be willing to change your idea and sometimes to even just throw it outside. There's something that when I'm talking to young leaders, I tell them, when you go to implement a project, go with a plan. But once you get on site, be willing to throw away the plan.
I think that's really true. Yeah, very, very true.
Once you go on site and you realize things might have changed by the time, between the time you are doing your research and by the time you're coming on site.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes be willing to throw away your plan and say, fine, we're gonna, write something new on site. And that also brings me to the point of don't wait for the ideal.
Yeah.
Make your ideal as you go. That is tied to the second point of start small.
Yeah.
Make your ideal as you go. Make your ideal as you go. Of course, the other hacks, fundamentally that for now. Yeah, maybe I would also insist that it's important to build a character and a culture of reflection. Always evaluating where you're going versus why you started and where you started. Build that character or evaluating. And also in evaluation, look for sincere feedback.
Yeah.
Look for sincere feedback. One of the pitfalls I see many entrepreneurs face in this country, and largely also in the African continent, is media attention. You come up with a good idea, suddenly you're getting so much media attention and you think you made it. I've been there.
You mentioned.
I've been there, all right?
Yeah.
So don't let the attention and the praises people give you cloud your vision. Appreciate it. It's good. It's a good thing. I mean, it's an indicator that you're gaining some traction in that space. But don't let it cloud you. Don't let it cloud you. I think I leave that for now.
Wow. My biggest take home, is actually don't have a picture of an ideal. Make your own ideal as things go, because that's something I've also experienced as an individual. I mean, I don't own a company yet, but even right now, as I'm doing my consulting, you kind of have your ideal of how you'll work, how you'll get clients, how you'll do this, how you'll do that. Then everything changes when you begin. You even prepare your rate card and clients come here negotiating and you're thinking, okay, you're spoiling the ideal. So I really love that tip. I really, really love it. I think it's something that's so helpful for all of us.
Yeah, I'm so glad you find that helpful. And, also the challenge or again of entrepreneurship is that sometimes we read too much and hear too much.
Yeah.
And so we always end up analyzing a lot. It's a good thing until it becomes a bad thing.
Yeah.
When suddenly you're caught in what some people call the paralysis of analysis, you're always analyzing. Let me tell you, there's never a perfect system.
Yeah, that's true.
There's never a perfect plan. So sometimes be willing to go with the half-baked plan. Yeah. Sometimes, in fact, a half-baked plan, well executed, is much, much better than no plan not executed at all.
I agree with that.
The person executing a half-baked plan is much better than a person executing nothing at all. In fact, execution will always reveal options you had never thought about. As you begin executing things, then your eyes begin to open to options that, in your analytical state, you may have missed to see. And so, I just come back to make your ideal as you go. Make your ideal as you go.
Thank you for that.
Maybe as part of taking care of yourself, as an entrepreneur, you need to watch your associations. Yeah, you need to watch your associations. The people around you will determine how far you go. Yeah. It has been said so much as a passing statement, but I'll emphasize it. Your associations as an entrepreneur matter. An entrepreneur is basically a vision bearer. You're bearing a vision for something. You're bearing a vision for an organization, for a society, for a team of people. Because, as an entrepreneur, as you bring people into your team, you're basically giving them a promise. Yeah. That if these things succeed, then how your lives will look like. Yeah. So your associations really matter. You need to be around people who will be very honest with you. People who will, challenge you to think more critically. People will challenge you to take up to take up the right channels. People will basically keep you real and in check. People who will, give you a shoulder to lean on you need to. Yeah. Sometimes the challenge I see with the guys who've made it in the business space, sometimes they come and tell us a lot about their successes. Very few are honest enough to tell us about where they failed. Yeah. But fundamentally, we know everyone has failed at some point. So you also need to be near associations which will, when you fail, they'll remind you that you're not a failure. You have failed. You're not a failure. Yeah. You become a failure when you quit. Okay. But when you fail once, you have not failed. Begin one thing, fail, pick yourself up, learn the lesson, begin something else. change the whole idea. You'll get there.
Love it. I love it so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, even as we wind up, any last tip you'd like to give people around entrepreneurship, specifically for the young people?
The last tip I would say maybe is be sure to enjoy the journey. Be sure to have fun while at it. Be sure to make new relationships. Be sure to test new foods. Be sure to test new drinks. Be sure to read new books. Like, enjoy it, you know. Don't be very transactional.
Yeah.
Relational as well. Be relational as well. Ensure you build a balance between being transactional and being relational. That way you will enjoy this journey. There's much more than the money in entrepreneurship. There are new associations. There are new networks to be made. There are new books to be read. There are new places to be visited.
Yeah.
You can only enjoy this if you maintain a balance between being relational and being transactional. Yes, finally, I would say pursue significance. The profits will follow. Yeah.
Wow, that is a heavy one. Thank you so much for leaving us with such great tips. Really grateful for you being here on my channel today. We've really learned a lot. Guys, please, as you watch this video, leave your comments below. Please remember to share, because I'm sure this video is going to help so many people. Thank you so much, Okoth, once again. And until next time, when I host you again, hopefully on the channel, we'll see you.
Thank you so much, Melanie, and thank you so much, very, very much for what you're doing. I'm very sure you're building many, many lives out there through this. And let's keep doing this. We have a whole generation looking up to us. Thank you so much.
Karibu sana. So guys, see you on my next video. Bye-bye.